Every day in my cornfield is a never-ending battle. Wild boars come and destroy everything I have worked so hard to grow. No one knows how many there are. They are getting more numerous and more ferocious. Our neighbors and I have to organize hunting trips to protect our crops. Today is also a normal hunting trip. I hope we can get good results. Let's watch the whole story in this video. The appearance of wild boars anywhere can cause chaos. Wherever they go, trees and water sources are trampled. Dozens of hectares of crops are damaged, and small animals are also killed. It is truly a testament to destruction. The damage caused by wild boars is difficult to accurately count. However, they have made farmers feel disgusted. Hundreds of small and medium-sized farmers have had to stop production, causing great damage to the economy. Measures to cope with this crisis have been taken. However, we still feel that hunting is the most effective way. Leading the pack of hunting dogs, we were at the cornfield early in the morning. While the dogs were searching everywhere, I quietly observed from the best vantage point. After a long time of patience, there were signs of the wild boars running away. We sped up the chase across the low hillside, finally ending with a shot. At a fairly long distance, I still managed to fire a few shots. The pack of wild boars ran further and further away, but my determination to pursue them did not diminish. After a long chase, I finally ambushed the right position. The wild boar rushed towards me and faced me head on. Without waiting for it to react, I quickly pulled the trigger, aiming at its weak point. The result was completely worth it. The wild boar was taken down in the dense grass. Immediately we chased after the other wild boars that were running away. Hunting dogs kept sniffing, so the wild boars had nowhere to hide. So I had more opportunities to shoot. They were all wild boars of impressive size, which made me even more excited about the hunt. After the impressive results just now, we turned our hunting direction to the newly harvested field. In the open space, we focused on observing all the movements around us. Hours passed, and finally a wild boar appeared. The big dogs chased it, and the wild boar was quickly shot down. The excitement in the voices of the other farmers could not be hidden. It also showed how much we hated these wild boars. On the trail leading to the field, I quietly ambushed, waiting for the target to appear. A few minutes later, the wild boar's loud cry rang out. Perhaps it was being chased by the dogs. I also raised my gun and aimed in that direction. Just as the wild boars passed by, a decisive shot rang out. In the middle of the vast field, I accelerated to chase the wild boar. I hid in the bushes. It took me quite a while to chase, and I finally caught up with it. With only one chance, the wild boar passed in front of me, so I had to quickly pull the trigger. Distance and speed made it difficult to hit the target. Fortunately, I had the necessary accuracy. Although the wild boar had rushed into the forest, it collapsed. We wanted to spend all our time protecting the cornfield that was about to be harvested. I walked around to check, ready to assist the hunting dogs when needed. Barking of the dogs quickly reached me, and I was also eagerly waiting for the opportunity. In the lush sorghum, I found the target I needed. After 2 shots, everything was done. Looking at the broken sorghum plants everywhere, I felt even more hatred for the wild boars. Fortunately, this wild boar was quite large, so I felt that I was even more successful. After that, we continued to move to the sugarcane field to hunt wild boars. This place was also a familiar place for them to destroy. Unexpectedly, other hunters had also hunted wild boars here. Determined to kill wild boars, our hunt lasted until late afternoon. This time, darkness covered everything, and we had to use flashlights to illuminate. Checking each spoil one by one, we were ready to return home after a long journey. We farmers can only try to hunt wild boars regularly to minimize damage to the fields. However, I also wish that there were more effective measures to control these wild boars. Thank you for following today's journey. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to support the channel. Farmer set a trap and caught a large herd of wild boars. Wild boars act like a harmful virus in the human body. They invade ecosystems, multiply rapidly, destroy valuable farmland and urban areas, endanger native wildlife, spread diseases, and pollute waterways. With no viable means of control, they are completely unstoppable. This time, I will try to catch them with a trap. Will this plan work? My farm is constantly being ravaged by ferocious wild boars, who even come to the farm during the day, so I set up a trap called Boar Buster to catch the whole herd. The Boar Buster is not just an ordinary trap made of solid steel. It is like an extremely sturdy cage hung high above the ground, allowing wild boars to freely enter and exit the trap area without any suspicion. What's special about this system that it integrates a smart camera developed by Tactical Electronics. This camera will monitor and record the entire area, providing me with vivid and clear images, regardless of day or night. When the camera system detects any movement around the trap area, it will send an immediate notification to my phone. From there, I can monitor everything through the screen and decide to activate the trap with just one simple operation. After setting the trap, I spread the grain bait in the middle of the trap, waiting for the wild boars to fall into the trap. As expected, the pigs arrived shortly after. My phone screen vibrated to notify me. They were enjoying their meal, unaware of the approaching danger. One by one, more than 20 pigs entered the trap. Bang! The trap snapped, shut quickly and accurate, trapping the pigs inside. They immediately went crazy, trying to break the trap, but it was no use. The steel was as hard as a rock, and there was no way out. Quickly moving to the scene, I had the ever-popular 22 LR rifle in my hand, a compact but extremely powerful gun, enough for me to kill each pig decisively. At this moment, I aimed and shot, focusing completely on the target. Each shot rang out, an ear-piercing sound echoed in the quiet space of the farm. One shot, one kill. Each pig was quickly taken down. After a few short minutes, the battle ended with a perfect result. The entire herd of wild boars was destroyed. After that, I cleaned up the spoils and prepared for the next trap. However, the hunt was not always smooth. That right, an unexpected incident happened when I checked the surveillance camera. As soon as it was light, we immediately headed into the deep forest, determined to hunt down the escaped giant wild boar. This time, I couldn't be complacent. In my hand was the Romanian PSL, a famous Romanian semi-automatic sniper rifle. Its durability and effectiveness were the reasons I trusted this gun for today's mission, while my companion carried the Daniel Defense DD5 V4, a powerful and accurate weapon. We moved cautiously through the dense forest. Before long, we spotted a large herd of wild boars. The pigs were roaming around looking for food, and if they approached my farm, things would get bad and I had to do something before it was too late. I hid behind a big tree, slowly raised my gun, aiming carefully through the scope. I held my breath and pulled the trigger. Boom! The gunshot rang out as the wild boar was taken down. This was no ordinary wild boar. It was terrifying large, weighing up to 200 kg, with a coat of fur that was mix of white and black, looking very special.
We're thinking the guide is saying he's almost 500. I think he's about 400 on the hoof.
However, the gunshots had frightened the wild boars and they were running everywhere, but I couldn't let them escape. With quiet steps and high concentration, I chased after them one by one. The gunshots rang out continuously. Each boar was taken down, in front, beside, behind. My friend and I didn't leave any of them a chance to survive. A dramatic chase took place in the middle of the dense forest. Each of my shots rang out regularly, accurately, and decisively. After more than an hour of tension, finally the hunt ended. We had destroyed the entire herd of giant wild boars. A trip that could not have been more wonderful. At the end of the trip, I looked back at my spoils. I wasn't sure if the wild boar that I had escaped last night was among them. But one thing was certain: the days of rampage was over.